It's 2025, and TVs are back here on the channel and ready to be showcased. Hi friends and welcome to Display Reality, showcasing display technology to help you make that awesome buying decision. Today I have my first impressions and unboxing of the TCL QM6K, the 55-inch variant of that awesome QD mini LED TV. We'll be covering HDR, and let me tell you, this TV can handle it really well. This is an amazing TV to get you into that HDR life. We'll be covering some gaming. I'll have the unboxing, the setup, amazing HDR scenes. I'll be giving you my impression of that TCL Halo control system. And let me tell you, I see next to no blooming. This TV is very contrasty, especially for mini LED. It's very bright and it's very clear. Look at all these raindrops. The splatter. It's crystal clear. I can see every single individual raindrop. And that's saying something, because I'm sitting a couple of feet away and this is a 55-inch TV. Again, the affordable line into that premium tier, and you get a lot for what you're paying here. We'll also be covering some picture settings, just to get you started. So let's get into it. Friends, don't forget to hit that like button so more people can see this video to help them know what's out there and to see if this TV should be on their radar. And consider subscribing if you want more videos just like this one. Reviews, first impressions, gameplay videos, and everything in between. Only here on Display Reality. Thanks guys. This mini LED TV is very bright. It's very impactful. Here with the brightness in SDR and HDR, we're looking at around 700 nits peak, with a 440 nits and 100 white window for SDR, while in HDR, we're looking at around 880 nits peak, while 460 nits in a full white field window at 100%. What do those numbers mean? It means exactly what you're seeing, a very impactful, very contrasty mini LED picture. Just for a quick example of how it handles reflections, I have a 65-inch QM8 2023 TV in the background. I would say about 10 feet away, at around 60% brightness, and this is how it handles reflections. While sitting in front of the TV, I did not notice anything. I would say it handles it pretty well. While this is a glossy TV, it's not as glossy like an OLED. I would say semi-glossy, because the QM8 is glossier, more reflective. As from that reflection, it wasn't as clear as a reflection like the QM8 reflects back, but it gets the job done. Look at the HDR power here. Look at that peak. That is crazy bright. Everything is crystal clear. This is at 4K, and I think a lot of people are gonna love this TV for the value and that impactful image that you're getting. I've tried a lot of movies and gaming on it already, and I have nothing to complain about. And if you want to save some money, I personally, now seeing this TV calibrated to my style, I could easily go for a 75 or higher TV and save some money instead of getting the QM8. Now yes, the QM7 and the QM8Ks are going to be better. More technology built in, more features. But you get a lot for what you're paying for on this model. So if you're considering the whole line of TCL TVs, QM6, 7, and 8Ks, this sets the bar really high. And yes, I will be getting the QM7K in to get that versus video in to help you make that awesome buying decision. Here with the unboxing, you can see TCL has all the info on the package with its up to LD500 precise dimming series, game accelerator 240, that HVA panel, the AIPQ Pro processor, high HDR brightness, it's QLED 144Hz with a motion rate of 480 with MEMC and Dolby Atmos. The controller is pretty cool. Here you can see it side by side with the QM8. It still lights up. It's more boxy than round. I do prefer the smallness of it, meaning lengthwise, as I did think the controller on the right, the QM8, was a little too long. The packaging was superb on this TV. They include a tough, thick cardboard front to protect the screen. So if you get a screen that's broken, either being delivered or picked up, they really threw that TV around to break it, because there is no way, even if it was punched or hit from the front, that cardboard is very thick. Here's a look at the back of the TV with those speakers, the checkerboard backing. Here we have a USB 3.0 port, 2.0 port, the Ethernet, two HDMI 2.1 ports at 144Hz support, an HDMI port that supports 4K 60, and a fourth that supports 4K 60 with eARC. Here you have your cable antenna and an audio optical out. Here it says Onkyo Ultra Bass, and on the left side of the TV, front facing, we have the AC in for that 2-prong electrical cord. Here's the model number, the 55 QM6K, made in Mexico, rated at 120 volts at 60 Hz at 220 watts. Right away turning on the TV, I do have this on 2x speed just to hurry things up a bit. This is using Google TV. As you can see, they make the US have to work for it because we gotta scroll all the way down for that English USA. I thought that was kind of funny. Here you set up your Google TV, you add your internet information, Now this TV did have an update. As you can see here, the current version number, and with the newer firmware of V201, which we're going to be using for this video, as it seems that TCL has pushed an update to fix a variety of things. When you hit update now, it'll seem like it's downloading at 0.0 for a long time, then 0.1, 0.2. It took really about 5 minutes for the whole download to happen. So just give it a minute or two and it'll jump all the way to like 40, 50, 60. So don't worry, it's working. It'll be around 5 minutes. So don't touch anything, just wait until it's finished. The good thing is to get this done right at the beginning so you have the best experience possible when you're unboxing and impressioning it yourself for the first time. You want to be wowed, and I can tell you, the menu system using Google TV is pretty smooth. So after you enter your Google information and you download the apps that you prefer, it's going to ask you to pair your remote, which is very simple. Hold the home button and the OK button or the select button. Hold it for a couple of seconds and it'll say now it's paired. You can sign into the TCL Home app. I'll do that later. And if you want those automatic updates, I'll hit no for now. And once everything is complete, it's going to download your apps and you'll be good to go. So there we have it. We're in the QM6 menu with Google TV, and they have a ton of apps for you to watch for free. The TCL app really lets you watch a lot of TV content, but you have all your favorite apps that you can download for all your streaming services. And this really has replaced my Apple TV or say Amazon Fire Box because it gets the job done. HDR, SDR, everything looks very clear. It's a clutter saver, you get what I'm saying. Sure, the Apple TV would be technically better. It has a better processor, and I'm sure better image quality for those enthusiasts. But for everybody else, it gets the job done. I find myself using it a lot on my QM8, and I will do that here on the QM6. Before we get to the picture settings, what about that viewing angle? Well, from top to bottom and front to right, here you can see it does degrade a bit. I mean, that's a lot of TVs that do that. This TV does state that it does improve viewing angles, but honestly, from what I'm seeing, it's just more of the same. Maybe it's the way they arrange the lenses or panels, but from what I see, it's a lot similar to the QM8. The picture does degrade a bit at the side, from the side, but this is the ultra side. You get what I'm saying? I don't have a problem using this TV. The angles are wide, and that's what counts. Now let's get into some picture settings. I am going to 2 times it. I'm just going to show you what I would normally do, just to see the TV. I do mess around with the local dimming, just to tailor the picture better to how I like it, but let's just see what these options do. Usually dynamic contrast I turn off, but I am going to have to see, as TCL with their settings is kind of weird. We gotta make sure we're not turning off local dimming. Again, this is all preliminary. Let's just get an impactful picture at the end of this section. But here you can see peak luminance. They have a high dynamic and a high light. And the high light is for the peaks, and the dynamic is for the whole picture. Here we'll leave the color on. Here with the color temperature, I usually keep it at 1 or 2, as if I go to 0 or to the left, it's a little bit too blue for me. Let's leave it at 1 for now, and we'll compare vivid or standard, and we'll see, we'll come back to it. Okay, so clarity, here with the digital noise reduction, I usually turn it off, noise reduction off. The gradation clear, I usually set it on low, but it gives you that option. Just keep it off for now. I mean, this is not the best video to showcase, these picture settings, but it gets the job done. I'm looking for that impactful image if this TV can deliver it. Here, let's see with the presets. Vivid looks too blue to me. Then we have standard, vivid, here we're going back and forth, sports, a little bit too blue, filmmaker mode, and movie mode, and IMAX. I mean, we can go in and adjust these settings, but just for the sake of this video, see, vivid is too blue. There's intelligent. I'm going to keep it on standard, but I'm going to switch it back to warm too. Yeah, I think I like this picture so far. Again, this picture is fluctuating with the brightness in the background because of all the, neon signs. So this was not a really good picture to actually mess around with. But again, after I got my settings in, look how awesome this picture looks. It's vibrant. It's an HDR. This is an amazing, affordable HDR TV experience. This is gonna please many people. This TV is replacing one of my older Sony TVs that actually stopped working recently. And from gaming to movie viewing, Netflix, YouTube, and for the price point, that is just the best deal on the market today. I'll be showcasing many more videos in the future, from my review to gameplay videos to help you make that awesome buying decision. I am totally floored by how amazing this TV looks. Friends, I always buy all my TVs or monitors, so I would truly appreciate it if you are gonna consider buying this TV. Please use one of my affiliate links as it helps me bring technology to you faster than ever, and I would truly appreciate it. Hit that like button as it truly helps the channel tremendously. I need all the help I can get here. feel free to leave a comment down below. If you want to see a certain game, a certain movie, a certain mode, a certain versus video, whatever you need, I'll be happy to do it if I can get to it in time. Anyway friends, this TV is awesome. Wait for that review, as I'll have a more in-depth detailed look. We'll count the zones, try PC mode, try those speakers, and I have a special idea of a versus video to include in that specific video. Again friends, only found here on Display Reality. TCL has a winner with the QM6K because the impact is there, and that price point is just so right. Friends, if you found this video helpful, please hit that like button so more people can see it, to know what's out there and not waste their hard-earned money. Consider subscribing if you want more videos just like this one. Reviews, previews, gameplay videos, and everything in between. I truly appreciate your time. Thanks for watching friends. Stay safe out there. I'll see you guys next time.